Hey guys, Monster Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to be looking at the TUR Awakening for the physical MIRA. Those of you guys who watched the summons from yesterday, I did manage to get 2 copies of him doing the discounted steps on the banner. Basically correcting my mistake from years ago that I talked about on the most recent 5.9 Dokkan podcast, where I pulled this guy early into my playing the game. I never thought I would make him SA10, so I opened his top left path with a dupe instead of the bottom right. So obviously now that is all fixed, and he's ready to go. So we'll have a look at his passive. Attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack. He gets an additional attack 30% when all allies attacking in the same turn are extreme class. Then he gets Ki +1 with each super attack performed up to +3, and performs absorption when conditions are met. So he can transform. HP needs to be 60% or less starting from the 4th turn. So we'll go into the details of that once we actually get to that point. But yeah, the only other thing to note is he is an infinite stacker of both attack and defense, and does supreme damage. So I have leveled up his links a tiny bit. I just kind of threw him onto my link level team yesterday after I finished awakening him, so he hasn't had a huge amount of progress, and we are running him on the Android team. Obviously we're using double AGL 13 leads instead of having a physical 17 in the mix, because I did want the entire team to be extreme so he can make the most of his passive. So I am going to be getting him linked up with the STR MIRA, who is not on rotation. He was on turn 1, so we had to float him off. So it'll be a little bit till we get them together. I think he has like 2 or 3 links active with 13, so nothing too crazy. 1.5 million, not terrible considering not his best link partner. It's turn 1, and the thing you got to always bear in mind with these kind of units is he is an infinite stacking unit for a start, so he doesn't necessarily start off with the highest numbers, but they will build up over time. And then of course, you know, he's not rainbow, his links are not leveled up. So yeah, I wouldn't expect crazy numbers from him on turn 1, but still pretty decent, I guess. So we'll go for, yeah, let's get the 18 key super for you. And then we'll do this. I brought the, I really like the STR Hellfighter 17 from the World Tournament as a support unit for this team. Because units that are in the Android category and the Artificial Life Forms category, which this MIRA is, they get 40% attack and 20% defense from his support, and he has a built-in dodge. So that obviously makes him a little bit better defensively, which is always good for a support unit. If he does get hit, he does actually take quite a bit of damage, but he should be okay. So one of the things we want to focus on, obviously, is eventually we're going to transform if we can lose enough HP. So I did bring some healing items, but not like a crazy amount. So because, you know, we've got to be careful not to die. But ideally, I do want to be able to lose a significant amount of health so we can get that transformation. So with the STR MIRA, we have these 4 links: Android Assault, Tough as Nails, Fear and Faith, and Demonic Power. If we put him in the middle, then we'll get Fierce Battle from Android 13. So the STR MIRA does also infinitely stack defense, but only defense. So obviously he's starting off here with a lot higher defense. He's probably going to continue to have more defense for like the whole event, but obviously he's going to get left behind in terms of attack because he does not stack that. So happy to put him in slot 1 here, because obviously the physical MIRA, he gets his attack and defense on super attack. So in slot 1, he's obviously a little bit more of a liability. So here we're up to 1.8. Obviously remember that the untransformed 13 is a Android support unit as well, so he is providing a little bit of support. The best rotation is of course going to be the 2 MIRAs together, and then the Hellfighter 17 in slot 3. So get the transformation with this 13. So actually, how much support do the LR androids give? Because they have Fierce Battle, so actually they probably provide that little bit extra, because Fierce Battle is obviously a decent link. Yeah, see, they give 40% as well. So actually, yeah, they are the much better rotation partner, because they're providing the support from their passive and the Fierce Battle link. So we'll do this. I want to try and avoid... I should have left them for the LR, because I want to try and avoid same type orbs, because I actually do want to take damage. But the problem is, so I'm going to talk about the details of his transformed state, obviously, once we actually get him to transform. But the one noticeable change that you'll see immediately is that he goes from infinitely stacking both attack and defense to only stacking attack. So he's one of those units, kind of like the AGL Bardock. He's one of the first examples I could think of off the top of my head, where when you transform, you stop stacking defense. So you kind of want to wait to do it in certain like longer events because you want his defense to get higher and higher. Whereas obviously in this, we don't have a choice. It's when we drop below 60% HP. So at the moment, we're obviously going to try and do that by, you know, taking attacks. I'll put people in front of type disadvantage and stuff where I can. But we don't have any control over it. So, like, because it can happen from turn 4, if you take a stray super attack on turn 3 and lose like half your health, and then the next turn is turn 4 and MIRA is on rotation, he's going to transform. And in a longer form event, you don't necessarily want him to transform that early, because you want him to have quite a few turns of actually super attacking, so he can get off all of those stacks, so that then you can transform him later and him be as fully effective as he should be. So that's something, unfortunately, that's like a negative in his column for the transformation mechanic. I think personally it should have been either HP related or turn based, and then that's it. And of course, because the Awakening was released so late into the meta, where we have like a lot of transformations that are active skills, I really think it should have been an active skill, because then if you get it super early on and you don't want to use it, you don't have to. And they can make it like a lot of other active skills where, you know, if you get to a point where, like, if you heal, then you can't use it anymore because you're not meeting the HP restriction. I think that would have been perfectly fine. Because, yeah, you really don't want him to transform too early. But, I mean, even on this team, we're not taking tons of damage. So, let's put him in slot 1 here. He'll probably get hit fairly hard. Although, what is his defense up to now? Yes, it's only up to 82, but that's because, obviously, he gets the extra defense when supering. So, it's actually, what, like 160k, roughly. So we'll super attack with you, raise that defense again, and then no super for the androids. The androids at the end might take a fair bit of damage. I think I only have 1 dupe in them. But yeah, there we go. So we're taking 36k in slot 1, then we super attack, and obviously our defense jumps up. And then, yeah, we take double-digit damage. So, hopefully the LR, maybe if they get super attacked in the last slot, that would be good. But I think, actually, they're probably going to kill. Oh, no, I didn't super with them. So, they actually took a lot less damage than I was expecting. So, okay. And then, yeah, 17 here just takes no damage. So, I guess we're not getting into the transformation zone this time around. But we'll do this. And then, I guess it doesn't matter. He's going to die anyway. Because that's the other thing we kind of have to factor in, is the Dokkan gauge is slowly building up, even though I'm avoiding same type orbs. So if we don't want to get to the point where we're almost below 60% HP, and then we have to get the Dokkan attack, and then get a whole bunch of HP back. So I think we'll stick with the strategy of putting MIRA in slot 1, so that he's losing HP more quickly, because we are obviously going to take a lot more damage in slot 1. I mean, 20k is not that bad for a unit that is getting the majority of his defense when he super attacks, but we're getting close to the 60% now. So maybe if he super attacks Android 13 in the last spot here, that would be good, because 13 does have pretty decent defense, so I think normal attacks are still not really going to do any damage to him, but we will see. So we get the super attack. I only found 1 Android 13 friend, so I didn't even check what his like dupe levels or anything like that was, but yeah, double-digit damage, not really surprising. We've got the active skill with the LR androids. It's pretty cool. Haven't actually used that for a while. Like, I like to throw them on my android team as a support unit, but haven't really used that in too long. So I think, yeah, we'll avoid supering with them again here. I guess it doesn't matter because they don't raise their defense on super attack, but we'll avoid super attacking with them. Obviously, Super 17, now that he's getting close to being built up. Yeah, he's... Oh no, he's still got a couple more. There you go. Now he's fully built up. He's just not going to be taking any damage. So hopefully the androids in the final spot, maybe they could get supered. That would be good. Because we're quite a few turns in. At this point, I'm happy for the physical MIRA to transform. I kind of want it to happen now. So we're at that point now, Dokkan. I'm ready for the... Oh, there we go. There we go. They took enough damage from the normal attacks. So here we go. So Mira absorbing Toa and Toki's egg to become... I like the fact that Toon calls him Super Saiyan 5 Mira. But I mean, realistically, even though he's absorbing Toa, who's got nothing to do with Super Saiyan genealogy, I guess his design is kind of based on Super Saiyan 4, isn't it? So he has very much has like the Super Saiyan 4 body, fur, and then he's kind of got like Super Saiyan 4 Vegito hair. But yeah, so now that he's transformed, he infinitely stacks attack only and still does supreme damage. And then his passive, he now gets attack and defense 120% when performing a super, so extra 20%. Medium chance of launching an additional super attack, so that's good. Key +3, plus an additional attack 30 when all allies attacking the same turn or extreme class, so he keeps that. Plus an additional attack and defense 5% per extreme class ally on the team. So again, that's why we're running a full extreme androids team, because we have 7 extreme units on the team, including him. So that's like 35%. I think it includes him, but it's 30% if it doesn't. So straight away at the start of the turn, he's got 160k defense before supering. So when he super attacks, that's going to go up to what, like 350? So that's actually really good. So after supering, he actually has higher defense than the STR Mirror. So I'm happy to put STR Mirror in slot 1 just because he basically does no damage. So it doesn't matter. There's no way, even if he like double supered, there's no way he's going to kill our boy here. So actually I should have avoided the super with him and gone for the Dokkan attack with Mirror, but it doesn't matter. I've said this before, like I don't really care in showcases if the unit being showcased doesn't get the Dokkan attack, because it doesn't do anything, like it doesn't give him any extra attack stat or anything like that, so it doesn't really affect the showcase of the unit. It's just sometimes nice to actually get it with him. But I mean, this guy up to 1.4, that's not terrible. But let's see. I'm really interested to see what we can hit here, because we've got this guy on rotation, the Hellfighter 17 for 40% support. 2.8, okay, not bad. And considering he's still infinitely stacking as well. Hey, a super attack animation is pretty cool. And then there you go, there's that additional super. So now we're up to 3 million. So yeah, with the LR androids, oh, a crit as well, nice, takes him out. So with the LR androids in slot 3, he will have Fierce Battle active as well. So we are going to be quite easily breaking the 3 million barrier once we get there. So we'll do this, we'll do this. What is 13's defense here? Oh, 195k. Okay, yeah, he's good. And he's getting the super. I should have given it to Super 17. I just don't... when I don't need to, I don't like to break up the rotation. So having them actually linking up together is probably better. Even though Super 17 is our boy. We'll let 13 get the Dokkan attack here. My Android 13 is Rainbow, and he has every single link except one at level 10. I'm not sure what that one is anymore. I can't remember. But obviously he links up super well with the... Super 17. I would levy the same kind of criticism against Android 13 though that we were talking about with Mira, where I really wish his transformation was an active skill, because like the Cooler and Bojack, he supports Android category pre-transformation. So on this team, especially with the way it's built for this run, where I'm having an Android 13 as a floating unit, I would love to not transform that other one, so that we just had another support unit floating in the 3rd spot. But unfortunately, you don't get the option, so the 3rd spot floating Android 13 doesn't really... He doesn't contribute any extra benefit to the rotation. I guess he kind of does for this one, because Mira's obviously getting Fierce Battle out of being next to him. So on this rotation, we're getting every single link active except Xenoverse, which I don't think... Are there any other Android characters that even have Xenoverse? Let's have a look. Because this is going to be his best rotation. So, yeah. Literally, these are all the units in the game that have Xenoverse. And none of the other ones are androids. So this is the best rotation that we can get for him. He does have Nightmare now that he's transformed, which this Mirror does as well. So let's not super attack with you. I just want you in slot 1 because your start of turn defense is significantly higher. And then we will let Mira go off in the middle here. He probably will take out Kale because he's got type advantage. So we'll probably end off the video with this turn, because like I say, this is going to be the best turn that we're going to see from him. And then obviously because he's an infinite stacker, the number is just going to keep getting higher and higher. But wow, yeah, 3.5. So on one of these long form events, we still got a couple of stages to go after Kale. So, you know, he's going to become really, really good. I just think the problem with him is, the biggest problem overall is the transformation requirement is too restrictive for certain events. Like, one of the things I was really looking forward to, and I've now tested it out and it's not as good as I was hoping, is I was looking forward to running him on the power absorption team because he's on that category. But because of all the boos, like you're obviously running the double LR Bootanks leads, there's so much healing on that team that I got to probably this point in this stage and I still hadn't gotten even close to getting to below 60% HP. So the problem with him on that team is, as we saw even in this video, is he's kind of lackluster pre-transformation. And on that team, it's just really, really hard to get him to transform. Whereas on this team, we managed to get it. And then once he's transformed, he is actually really good. Ooh, Hellfighter 17 needs to actually start dodging some of these attacks. Okay, so I guess we'll end it off here then. We'll put you there. We'll grab those, and then what's our defense? 246. If we get super attack, do we die? Well, let's just heal. I'm not going to take the risk. We'll get to see one last attack here. We're obviously getting Fierce Battle again from Android 13, but no support. So we'll see what we get here. Obviously, the number goes up and up, so eventually we'll reach the point where we're at 3.5 even without a support unit. But that's just how infinite stackers be doing. So yeah, physical MIRA, still at a 3 million attack stat now with no support. Pretty cool unit. I like the design. I like his super attack animation. You know, once he's transformed, he's really good. It's just a bit too difficult to transform him, which I think is unfortunate. So let me know what you guys think of the physical MIRA down below. Hopefully you guys skip the banner, but obviously he's going to go into the general pool, so you will probably pull copies of him in the near future. So let me know what you guys think. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below to my Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.